So we are going to build out a simple example web page. We have set up some skeleton code on the right. As you can see, it's right now a blank page. We have divided the template into some divs as well as a wrapper class. We are using CSS grid for our layout, which is a two-dimensional grid layout. The styling is done in the individual divs, and it specifies as a grid area, which then defines your grid, as you can see right here. You could also use media queries with CSS Grid, which declares different layouts for different size viewports, which makes the application very responsive. So some view stuff, we're importing the components, the visualizations here. We're also importing some data. We are using data that is stored locally, but you could also use data from a server or an external API. And then lastly, we are registering the components locally so that we have custom elements that then we could use up in the HTML. So let's actually build something. We're going to make a simple line chart. So we are putting in line plot, which we registered and defined below. We are passing it a data model, which is our local data, as well as any custom props that this visualization may need. And as you can see, we save the file and it will appear on the page. We'll do the same thing with a second line plot. We'll pass it two data models to show the two forms of data, and there it is. We will build out a number of visualizations now using the same format. Import a custom element, give that element some data, a data model, as well as passing it any custom props that it may need. And as you can see, we have fairly simply and easily built out an example page using data that we have stored locally. We will also add in a data table using the same format. We are giving it a grid options object, which tells the data table what data we want it to render, as well as what we would like the table to look like. Another aspect of JSCatalyst is that it responds to different theming, so the visualizations can change color and other aspects of styling depending on your data needs or your custom branding. Another thing we'd also like to show is a more complex dashboard to show the full depth of what JSCatalyst can do. So this is data that is coming in via live WebSockets. It's default Facebook data, but we have a number of other companies you could choose from to get their data. We added a number of charts to this page corresponding to the WebSocket data. We've added some time filters so that you could drill down into the information as needed. Filters can also be put on the individual charts. And we also have a data table down below that is also being updated dynamically using the WebSocket data. So this page as well responds to the custom theming. Can change up the visualizations. So this is a little bit of a fancier page with all the bells and whistles. And we will be adding more capabilities and features to JSCatalyst in the near future.